Hello, everybody, and welcome back to LELB Society. This is Dr. Hariri, and this is my first video in the new year. Happy New Year to all of you, the year 2023. And I wish you a year full of success and happiness. All right, so this time I'm going to give you a speech on actually one of the features at LELB Society, best comment box UI or user interface practices for better UX or user experience. So you need to just engineer and change or modify the user interface of your website, particularly comment forms and comment boxes, so that your members, and in our case, actually our students, could have a better user experience. There are at least 8 great tips for you to optimize your comment box, actually particularly on WordPress, because LELB Society is on WordPress. And remember, in the description area, I'm going to share the link to this article, and you just need to actually go to the description area and click on the link below to study this article. And here's the table of contents. I can skip that, and as usual, I'm going to use or focus on the highlighted points to give this presentation as short as possible. So what is a comment box? So a comment box or comment form on a website is an asynchronous communication channel for the visitors of a website to exchange opinions and questions and answers about a page or post. And a comment box is different from IRC or Internet Relay Chat, because the latter, as a matter of fact, comment boxes are asynchronous channels of communication. However, chatting, or actually IRC, is synchronous or almost a instantaneous actually channel of communication. It means that visitors or chatters, actually commenters, are talking to each other almost at the same time, like making a telephone conversation. And so while commenting, you have plenty of time to think about and prepare your comments and replies before hitting the post comment button. And this is one of the cool features of asynchronous learning, because actually you can have enough time to think about it, to reflect upon it. And as a matter of fact, that's why reflectivity as opposed to impulsiveness could be practiced. Another important thing that you need to just practice is allowing guest commenting for non-registered members. So to address a larger audience, it is recommended that you allow guests or unregistered members to submit comments as well. So, however, allowing guests to leave comments on your website could result in comment spam or unwanted and irrelevant comments, usually for commercial purposes. So you need to do something about that. And you can easily, actually, fortunately on WordPress, you can moderate comments and monitor them before they get published. So you can easily hold suspicious comments for moderation by, for example, approving them manually. You just need to go to WordPress, your WordPress admin area, and go to settings and discussion, and you will find that option there. Also, alternatively, you can use the Akismet WordPress plugin. And here, if you just click on this link, you will find that a widely popular WordPress plugin. Okay, allow social login for a better user experience. So these are social logins, from which your users can just log into your website with their social accounts, including Google, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And as a matter of fact, the best comment box user interface practice in modern websites is one of the actually considerations is to use both traditional and social login systems alongside, together. So because traditional logging system with the help of usernames and passwords are not that user friendly, because maybe actually users forget about their usernames and passwords and they need to just reset their passwords again and again. However, this is not the case in social login system, and you can allow your members to sign into your website with their accounts with just one click. Remember, it is very convenient. So here at LELB Society, we are using actually Next and social login and register. This is one of the most popular social login WordPress plugins actually on the in the market. And there are many cool features. For example, actually this is a freemium plugin, but you are able to use their Google, Facebook and Twitter social login features free. Okay, add Ajax functionality to your comment box. And what is Ajax? Ajax refers to or stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML functionality, and it means that actually when your visitors and members get active on your website, there is some data being exchanged between your users and also the server of your website. But it doesn't need, the page does not need to be reloaded or refreshed again and again, which is somehow bothersome to your visitors. So as a matter of fact, using Ajax functionality in your comment boxes can give your visitors a better and smoother user experience, particularly when they, for example, want to publish or post comments and replies, and the page is so heavy. So at the time of just posting comments, the page does not need to be reloaded again and again, and therefore actually it's very user friendly. And so encourage your visitors to leave comments. You need to just give them this particular experience that is pleasurable, pleasing, and also actually motivating to your learners, and in our case actually students, to leave comments. At LELB Society, which is a bilingual academy of English and Persian, we implement content-based instruction, or CBI, to encourage our English and Persian students to participate in our comment forums and actually, and also English and Persian forums. This CBI is on the basis of interesting and exciting and at the same time useful topics that appeal to your students and also to your visitors. We have also created special forums about English conversation questions, as you can see, for adults, and also Persian conversation questions for speaking, because as I said, LELB Society is a bilingual academy of English and Persian at the same time. So we have both Persian and English learners and members. You can install and use polling, voting, and rating widgets on your comment box user interface with the intention of triggering more engagement and interactivity among your visitors. So this is another cool feature, to install and use polling, voting, and rating actually widgets to keep your visitors engaged. We recommend the 5-star rating widget, which is actually so popular, and also almost all visitors are familiar with that. So if you just click on that, you will find the one of the most popular WordPress plugins if you're using the WordPress CMS, content management system. And interaction pattern in comment boxes. Well, this is very important because if you know, first of all, I need to explain about immediacy in asynchronous communication. What is immediacy? Immediacy refers to the state of being immediate when it comes to replying to the comments. For example, if one of your if there are some comments on your website on some of the posts, and you tend to be immediate at responding to those comments. So in this case, there's a high rate of immediacy from your side. I mean, as the teacher or website owner or admin. And in our case, teacher. Okay. But if you tend to be over immediate, it means over immediacy on your part could discourage visitor engagement, because actually the other visitors would not respond to the comments. And this visitor engagement is called student interaction or interactivity in educational learning communities like LELB Society. So also employing comment boxes and forums on your website basically follows the purpose of realizing a sense of social presence in online communities. And if you don't know what social presence and interactivity are, you can just actually visit this page, and there are lots of links here, and if you just click on that, you will find actually appropriate and high quality articles. So in a nutshell, social presence is a state of being actually, or developing a sense of belongingness to the social context in which learning and interactivity takes place. And also it provides your learners and also your visitors a sense of satisfaction, and they tend to learn from each other, not necessarily from the admin or the teacher. And so let me explain about, and as in this paragraph I've talked about Roundtable, which is one of the basic and most important educational activities at the LELB Society, proposed by me, Dr. Muhammad Hussein Hariri Asl, and according to which we try to practice all the 4 skills, at the LELB Society, and it is a mixture or amalgamation of both synchronous and asynchronous learning. So include voice comments in your comment box. So voice or audio commenting allows your visitors to leave audio messages instead of text messages, which seems to be easier and more fun. And your comment box user interface can perfectly include both text and voice comments. We do not recommend you just stick to one of them. It's better for you to use both of them, and they can complete each other. And because sometimes learners or visitors are not in the mood of typing, or actually particularly when it comes to mobile devices, typing or tapping on the screen is not that easy. Therefore they tend to use their microphones and leave voice messages. At the LELB Society is an online academy of English and Persian. Using both text and voice comments can provide our students, English and Persian students, with this great chance to practice both writing and speaking at the same time, asynchronously and interactively. So with the help of voice commenting, they can practice speaking asynchronously, and with the help of text commenting, they can practice writing asynchronously. Okay, add forums to your website to complete commenting. So there's a difference between commenting and actually foruming. Let's say you're participating in forums and also comment boxes. Comment boxes are not thematically independent by themselves, as they generally appear at the bottom of each post or page, and they are attributed or linked to them. So they depend on the they depend on the post or lesson to which they are attributed. And this is actually our Persian forum, which is unique worldwide, because actually we do our best to keep this forum pretty active by native Persian teachers and also participants all around the world. So on the other side, forums or discussion boards are actually standalone channels of communication that could be initiated by your visitors through creating new topics. This is another big difference between forums and comment boxes, according to which your visitors, and in our case students and members, can initiate a stream of actually conversation or interaction by creating new topics, and that is not the case in comment boxes. So at LELB Society on WordPress, we are using BBPress WordPress plugin to add forum functionality to our website. With BBPress, you can easily take advantage of the following features. So, using the most reliable WordPress plugin for forum functionality that is also used and actively supported by WordPress.org. So even WordPress.org is using BBPress. So this is the best and the most reliable forum plugin in the market. Adding tags to the topics of your forums to classify them thematically. You have this chance to just use or add tags, as you can do in relation to posts and pages. You can do the same thing actually on forums and topics, and in order to classify them topically or thematically. Creating unlimited forums and new topics in each forum in a pretty organized manner. And also using WordPress widgets and BBPress shortcodes to display a list of forums, topics, replies, etc. in different parts of your website. So this is highly customizable, and shortcodes actually can give you some further functionalities. For example, showing just replies or only forums or only topics. Actually, it's perfectly possible with the help of shortcuts. Okay, monitoring and moderating your forums effectively, exactly like moderating your WordPress comments, by navigating to settings, but this time you need to go to forums instead of discussion in your WordPress dashboard area. So fortunately, you can enable threaded and nested commenting in your BBPress forums and also comment boxes. And actually, nested comments, which are normally indented replies, create a more user-friendly comment box user interface, because your commenters and visitors can easily navigate through the comments and replies, even if there are plenty of them. So it is easily noticeable, for example, and you can distinguish between comments and replies with the help of nested comment and or threaded comments. And you can just achieve that if you just go to discussion in the WordPress dashboard area, or actually forums again in this area, WordPress dashboard area. All right, we come to the end of this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for the upcoming videos of high quality and also highly informative. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can also use the comment box right down below to ask me and ask us your questions, or actually share your opinions with us. Thank you so much. Take care, and bye-bye everybody.